National Union President Mary Kay Henry.
Good evening. Working people, no matter where we're from or what the color of our skin, all want the same thing. We want a fair shot at a decent life, good health for our loved ones, and a better future for our families. Unfortunately, our hard work is generating staggering profits for corporations. Those corporations are making it very hard to find a stable job that allows us to provide for our families. Too many people are scared that a cancer diagnosis or a broken transmission is going to wipe them out. Too many people are having to work 2 and sometimes 3 jobs to get by. We cannot go on this way. We need to unrig the rules written by corporate CEOs and their favorite politicians to keep power out of the hands of working Americans. I'm proud to be president of SEIU, a union of 2 million workers who unite. A union of 2 million workers that unites people of all races in the basic vision that we share for an America where we all can thrive. I was raised here in Detroit, one of 10 kids. My dad was a salesman, my mom was a teacher. Growing up in a union town, I saw how corporations and unions held each other accountable by making workers and communities get investments. Unions help to raise the living standards for everyone, not just union members. That was a long time ago. But workers in Michigan and all across this country are now standing up to demand that corporations do better. Right here in my hometown, thousands of people have been in the streets calling for $15 an hour and a union for all. The opportunity to join a union, no matter where you work, to unite and negotiate for good pay and better jobs, to have a seat at the table once again with the biggest corporations in America. Unions are a fundamental American value because when more workers are negotiating better wages and good jobs, it lifts the living standards for all Americans, not just union members. And it puts corporations in check. That's why, for more than a generation, corporate CEOs and greedy politicians have used their power and influence to stop working people from uniting together in unions. Instead, politicians try to divide us based on our differences. They blame immigrants, Black people, Muslim, Jews, LGBTQ, for all the problems in this country. Instead of raising wages, they tell us, send them back. But we know better. We know that standing up together, we can win. Together, we can make the impossible possible. 6.5 years ago, when 200 fast food workers decided to risk their jobs and go out on strike for 15 in a union, everybody said it was impossible. Yet today, in cities and states all across this country, because workers joined together and took a risk and had the backing of the union, $15 minimum wage is the law. And just this month, the U.S. House of Representatives voted to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour across this whole country. And those increases aren't just for fast food workers, they're for everybody. But we need to do more. The Democratic candidates need to do more. Every candidate for president needs an economic plan that gives working people the power. We need to elect a president who wakes up every single day thinking about how to make life better for working people, not corporate CEOs getting more power. We need to elect a president who knows that no matter where you work, an auto plant, a hospital, McDonald's, or for an app-based service, that the union is the only way to make sure you are paid enough to provide for you and your family. We need to elect a president with a plan to make major corporations come to the table and bargain with unions representing millions of workers to raise standards across employers and entire industry. We need to elect a president that will unite working people, not divide us, because we know that when we unite, we win. When we unite, we win. When we unite, we win. Thank you very much, sisters and brothers.